What is the scariest skill in all of tumbling? We're asking that question right now. Before we get started, if you're not subscribed, please hit that big red button for more tumbling wisdom. I really appreciate it. How's it going, tumblers? I'm the Tumblemeister, and in today's video, we're asking the question, what is the scariest skill in all of tumbling? Now, it's not a double back, it's not a triple full, it's not a standing double. It's a back handspring. Now, if you've seen my video on the top 5 skills that cause the most mental blocks, this won't be a surprise to you. If you haven't seen that one, I'll leave a link towards the end of this video. The fear, the requirements, and the way it's taught are the 3 biggest reasons why I believe back handsprings end up being the scariest skill in all of tumbling. Now, first off is the fear. Now, between the fear of the unknown, the fear of going backwards, or just the fear of landing on your head, all of these come into play when you're doing a back handspring. Most people don't feel comfortable walking in their own house without knowing where they're going. Your vision has a lot to do with your understanding of your orientation with the things around you. If you can't see anything, then you can't know what's around you. And once we don't know, that fear starts creeping in, and now the crazy questions start going into our head. One of those fears is powerful enough, but having them all together, especially in one skill, is the reason why so many people end up dreading to do back handsprings. This skill, believe it or not, actually makes a lot of tumblers quit. Building trust in all of the individual parts of a back handspring, along with building your flow as you do each part more, will help you get a little bit more comfortable understanding what's so scary. Every tumbler is different, but a lot of the fears and crazy questions that come into tumblers' heads when they're doing back handsprings are very, very similar. One of the most underrated reasons why back handsprings are the scariest skill in all of tumbling are its requirements. No matter what kind of tumbler you are, a back handspring requires upper body strength and it requires flexibility. Most tumblers in the beginning stages don't have both, let alone one of them. A tumbler missing one of these won't be the most confident when throwing a back handspring. Beginning level tumblers usually are missing both strength and flexibility. There's a realization that has to be made that if you want to be able to do 10 back handsprings, you should be able to do more than 10 push-ups. Most tumblers can only work on their tumbling 2 or 3 days out of the week, but you have more than enough time during the rest of the week to build up your strength and your flexibility. Just 10 push-ups a day and stretching for 20 to 30 minutes a day can greatly increase your confidence and get rid of a lot of the fears that come with throwing back handsprings. Building trust in back bends and handstands are another great way to help not only build up the flexibility and the strength required, but also building it while incorporating some of the technique that's required in the skills. Tumbler with a good back bend and a good handstand has a very good foundation to have a very good back handspring. It's the little things that we don't care to do on our own that come back and haunt us when we're throwing the scary skills and those skills that we really want in the end. Control what you can control. Get stronger, get more flexible, and you'll start answering a lot more of the crazy questions a little bit better. Now, stepping away from the tumbler's control and going into the coach's control, we have tumblers being taught back handsprings wrong. All tumbling coaches must understand that there is a lot of psychology at play when throwing skills in tumbling. I know a lot of coaches that would not do the exact corrections that they tell their tumblers to do. Something that doesn't make sense just doesn't make sense, whether you're saying it, whether you're teaching it. Between the foundation of a tumbler or what they've built up to the point of their back handspring and the way that tumbler is warmed up, 2 important factors that lead to building a lot of fear in the skill. If a tumbler is petrified of doing handstands or even handstand to bridges and they're moving on to back handsprings and forced to do them alone, there's no way or no chance that that tumbler is going to be comfortable or at the very least trust themselves enough to be able to throw that back handspring. Also, overlooking the requirements like we just talked about and making tumblers throw skills that they're not strong enough or not flexible enough to do can greatly increase the fear of a tumbler when they're learning back handsprings. In tumbling, we learned that we can't lie to ourselves. Maybe a tumbler felt a little bit of fear on cartwheels or round-offs or back bends, but back handspring are that skill that all of those skills come together. Allowing tumblers to look in their back handspring opens up their arch and allows them to see where they're going a little bit early, which takes away some of their fear. If you tell a tumbler that they're not allowed to look, or you start teaching them their back hamstrings with the little foams in their neck to where it's restricting their eyes and restricting their upper body arch when they go for their back handsprings, then those restrictions are going to cause more fear in their back handspring because they're going to think that the back hamstring is going to feel hard like that all the time. Opening the upper body more is going to create more flow between the hands all the way up to the feet when they're jumping into the handstand part of the back handspring. You can conquer the fear of the scariest skill in all of tumbling by building your foundation, especially in your handstands and in your back bends, by building your strength and your flexibility as often as you can, especially on the days that you're not tumbling. And for coaches, fixing the weaknesses of the tumblers on the skills before they get to back handsprings, along with giving the tumblers corrections that enhance flow and comfortability, and will make them want to do even more back handsprings, and will really start helping them build that trust and their courage in themselves. You're gonna need your back handspring for a very long time. Let's make sure we feel good with it and carry that confidence into our other skills. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all learned something. If you enjoyed the video, please like and share. I really appreciate the support. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already for more tumbling wisdom. Be sure to check out my other videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.